All for coming. My name is Susan Ripley, and I, along with Karen Lewis, am co-president of the League of Women Voters of Moscow. Is somebody backing up? The National League of Women Voters was founded in 1920, just prior to the passage of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution of the U.S., which gave women the right to vote. This year is the 95th anniversary of the passage of that amendment. The mission of the League was to help women register to vote, to educate themselves on the candidates and issues, and to learn the mechanics of voting. The Moscow League was founded in 1952, and they do much the same today for the citizens, not just women. Our mission is to encourage informed and active participation in government, to increase understanding of major public policy issues, and to influence public policy through education and advocacy. Our membership includes men as well as women, and we welcome new members. If you're interested in joining the League, I don't know if we have membership information on the table in the back. Our membership chair isn't here, but we do have it on our website. And if you Google League of Women Voters of Moscow, you'll find it. Our league helps with voter registration and education. And in fact, Henry Ann Westberg, the county clerk and League of Women Voters of Moscow member, is here tonight. And if anyone is interested in registering to vote or changing any information, she will be available in the back of the room after the forum. Among the items we make available is the directory of elected officials, which can be found on our website along with other useful information. One of the events we conduct on even numbered years is a student mock election in the high schools of Latah County. This has been very successful, and our efforts have been recognized by the National League as one of the best in the country. We are also on Facebook, so like us on Facebook. The Turning Point Suffragist Memorial Association is creating a memorial that celebrates the fight for women's suffrage and its relevance today. The League of Women Voters of the U.S. has agreed to become a partner with the Turning Point Suffragist Memorial Association. In an effort to ensure the permanent commemoration, they are working on a memorial to be constructed in the location of the Algonquin Regional Park near Lorton, Virginia, which is the location of the Algonquin Workhouse where dozens of suffragists were incarcerated in 1917. If you were with us last month at the docudrama Iron Jawed Angels, which we showed at the Kenworthy, you saw that workhouse depicted in the movie. Well, the Moscow League is collecting donations for this memorial. If you would like to contribute, there's a donation box in the back on the table, a pretty blue box. And we'd be happy to have your donation. With a $1,000 donation, which the League will have, we will be on the donor wall in Virginia, League of Women Voters of Moscow. So that's pretty cool. Tonight's forum is being videotaped, and the videotape of this forum cannot be used for any personal use by the candidates for any of your campaign. Thank you. Okay, tonight, the forum. That's why we're here. We have candidates for the Moscow City Council. There are 3 positions to be filled and 4 candidates. It's a non-partisan election, and the 3 receiving the most votes will win a seat on the City Council. This is how the forum will work. Questions from the audience must be submitted in writing. Cards and pencils have been passed around for that purpose. If you didn't get a card and a pencil, just raise your hand and a league member will get to you and give you one. To submit your question, just raise your hand again, and that runner will pick it up and take it it'll get up here. Questions? It doesn't matter who gets it, just who gets here. Questions will be sorted, similar ones may be combined and then given to the moderator to be asked. Questions may not be called from the floor. After the forum, the candidates may speak with individuals and distribute campaign material. I would like to thank Andrea Beckett for chairing the Candidates Forum Committee, and thanks to all the people who helped her. And now I'd like to introduce Roger Wallens, who will be our moderator this evening. Roger is Professor Emeritus of English and retired Associate Dean of College of Graduate Students at the University of Idaho. He has served as moderator for the League in the past, and we are pleased to have him back. He will provide the candidates and the audience members with the ground rules for tonight's forum. Roger?
Thank you very much. Let me give the candidates an idea of what the format will be. As the questions are coming in, we'll start with the four of you, each one speaking individually. You'll have 3 minutes at the beginning to tell us whatever you want to tell us about yourself, your positions, anything. It's up to you. And you can probably expect that there might be some questions following up on some of the things that you said. That will be your opening statement. Candidates will limit their answers to questions that I read that have come from the members in the audience. You'll limit your answers to 2 minutes. And let me just suggest to the members of the audience, if you have a question for all 4 of them, write down the question and say all 4 on that, so we know I should ask each of the 4. If you have questions for particular candidates, indicate which particular candidate. So we will just play that way, and that will give everybody a chance to answer whatever questions you wish directed at the individuals or at all 4 of them. You will have 2 minutes for answers. And that makes it a little bit easier on all of us because I think last year we had 2 different sessions on the same evening, since we had many elections and lots of candidates. So maybe it doesn't make it easier, since you'll have more time. But 2 minutes to your answers from the audience. At the end of the question-answer period, each candidate will have 2 minutes to summarize any point or points that you wish to leave as a final impression. Rhetorically, the last thing that people hear is often the thing they most remember. So don't blow it. This is fair for everybody to have the same basic information. Something we do. One caveat. Please address the issues in the campaign rather than your view of the personal failings of the other candidates. Thank you. Both people both voted secure. No. A couple of years ago we had, I think the first time that I remember certainly, where there was an ad hominem attack. And let's not do that again. We're all here for the same reason. We want to elect 3 people to city council. We want to elect the 3 people who we think will be, based on what we know about them, what we know about their position on the issues, the 3 people who will be best for the city of Moscow, representing the city and passing laws for the city. So, with that, let me also ask the audience to hold your applause until the very end. Sometimes applause becomes a bit of an unofficial meter of the extent to which members in the audience approve or disapprove of what the candidates have said. More importantly, from my point of view, to the extent that there's applause during, I will ask you to stop applauding, having no comment made about any of the candidates. But secondly, it will save us some time. The less time we applaud during the presentations, the more time we'll have for questions. In addition, at the end, we will ask the candidates to distribute campaign literature so that they can also meet with the public in small groups, in large groups, in whatever groups there may be. So you don't have to leave immediately after the session. If you gentlemen and lady will please take your seats. You can stand or sit for your opening comments, 3 minutes. And there is one mic. I hope it's working, Jim.
Check 1, 2.
No, it doesn't sound like it.